Make sure you're in an environment where there are no external distractions, where no one can interrupt you. Make sure your notifications are off on your phone, on your computer, and then sit down in a chair with your back straight, stay alert, stay present, and place both of your hands on your lap, palms facing down, and then close your eyes, and let's begin. So the first step is be aware of what you want to let go of. And let's start here by getting you out of your head and getting you into your body. And I want you to visualize that little voice always yapping about between your ears, still hanging on to things that happened today or things that didn't happen today, things you did, things you didn't do, things you should have done, just going around in circles, thinking about all these things over and over again, hanging on to them. I want you to visualize that voice, changing locations and moving all the way down to the base of your spine. This is also known as your root chakra or your basic chakra, and this is the place that establishes that deep connection with your physical body. So bring your awareness down, all the way down to the base of your spine, and just notice things become a little quieter. You're not thinking from down there, breathing from down there, operating from down there. And let's go ahead and lock in that position by doing 3 cycles of pranic breathing, where you're going to inhale through your nose for the count of 6, hold it for 3, and then exhale for 6, making a shh sound, and then holding it for 3 again. So from the base of your spine, inhale for the count of 6, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold for 3, 2, 3, exhale for 6, shh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold for 3 again, 2, 3, breathe normally. Let's do the next cycle. Deep breath from the base of your spine, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold for 3, 2, 3, exhale for 6, shh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold for 3, 2, 3, breathe normally. And let's do one last cycle here. Big breath from the base of your spine, inhale for 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold for 3, 2, 3, exhale for 6, shh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold for 3, 2, 3, breathe normally. Really feel that connection to your body. You're out of your head, that little voice is a lot quieter, and I want you to bring your awareness back to the different sensations going on. And just see if anything stirred up, if there's any tension, any discomfort, any tightness, any upsets, anything that came up during the course of the day that you maybe didn't acknowledge. Let's give those sensations the attention they need now. And just notice what comes up. Think about your day. What sensations arise? Think about things that happened today, things that didn't happen today, things that you did, things that you didn't do, things that you should have done. Notice if there's any self-attack, if you're judging yourself for today, criticizing yourself for today, making yourself wrong for things you did or didn't do or should have done. Maybe something that you really wanted to happen didn't happen the way you wanted it to, or it didn't happen at all. Maybe you found yourself in a situation where you were embarrassed, disappointed. Notice the sensations. Notice if there are some things you're still trying to figure out or make sense of today. Or if you're already thinking about tomorrow, and if there's any dread, worry, or anxiety. Bring your awareness to the associated sensations and let them come up. And we're going to move to the second step here, which is allow yourself to experience them fully. And what I want you to do now is to stay with those sensations, to sink into them and let them take over. Don't resist them, don't fight them, don't judge them. Don't try to fix them or get rid of them or try to understand them. There is nothing you need to do. Just surrender to them. Just be with them, stay with them, and keep breathing from the base of your spine, validating them. Let them take over. Sink into them even more. Breathe into them. Be with them fully. Now let's start moving into the third and final step, which is let it come up and let it out. And this is what we're going to do now. You're going to invite all of the sensations to come up and come out. Remember, they want to leave. They want to run their course and reach their natural end and fade away. You just have to stop hanging on to them by resisting them. So what we're going to do here is 3 more cycles of pranic breathing. Breathing into these sensations, letting them take over with each inhale, visualizing them coming up, and with each exhale, making that shh sound. I want you to visualize them passing through you and letting them out. So tune into the different sensations that were brought up, and let's bring them up for the count of 6. Inhale now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 3, 2, 3. Exhale for 6. Shh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 3, 2, 3. Breathe normally. There's probably more down there. Bring your awareness to them. Tune into them. And let's bring them up and release them. Inhale for the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold them for the count of 3. Get ready to let them out. Exhale for 6. Shh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 3, 2, 3. Breathe normally. We're going to do one last cycle here. Whatever's left, any sensation, bring your awareness to them, and let's bring all of that up right now. Inhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 3, 2, 3. Send it all out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let it all out. Hold for 3, 2, 3. Breathe normally. And let's just let things settle for a bit here. And notice a feeling of lightness. Notice a weight that's been lifted. A feeling of relief. And let's just stay with this new experience of yourself for a few moments right now. All is good. All is perfect. Just be with yourself. Now let's do one last cycle of pranic breathing. Breathing from the base of your spine. Inhale for the count of 6, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 3, 2, 3. Exhale for 6. Shh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 3, 2, 3. Breathe normally. Now we're going to get ready to come back, relieved, at peace, and ready to have a great night of deep sleep. Slowly start moving your body a little. Bring some awareness back to your surroundings. And slowly get ready to open your eyes right now.
The imposter syndrome. What is the imposter syndrome? The imposter syndrome is basically, I feel uncomfortable approaching people. I feel like I'm taking something from them. You know, I'm at a bar and I see a group of people having a good time and I'm like, I think if I go over to them, it's going to ruin their night. Or if anything, it's going to be worse, right? I can't just chat up the girl who's walking on the street with her hands on her phone. I don't want to interrupt her, right? That's the imposter syndrome. But let's fix that for us, okay? Number one, your mindset. And if you're suffering from the imposter syndrome, I want you to write this down in your frames, right? Remember, continuous work on your frames. People like being approached by me. People like my energy. People enjoy being taken out of their everyday gray life into some colorful, different kind of situation, if you will. And imagine if you're suffering very heavily from that. Imagine you have $1 million. You have a check for $1 million. Okay? You walk up to the girl who's on her phone on the bus station. I don't want to approach her. I don't want to interrupt. Imagine you have $1 million. You'd be like, yo. And she's like, what? Here's $1 million. She's like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm so happy you approached me. I imagine this. And the only thing is that the $1 million are not in a check. They're right here. They're coming out of your mouth. Imagine that. Everything you say is like $1 million. Just, obviously it's not true, but just as a thought experiment. Just tell yourself that little reality. That is great. Right? Now that's the frame that you can impose on yourself, that you can establish for yourself, that you can write down. Now, let's dig a little bit deeper. And I don't want to go too much into theory here because this is a heavily action-based program, but the reason why you are having the imposter syndrome is because deep down inside, you're like, how can I give these people value if I can't even give myself value? It starts with you. It's not a problem about the other people. It's because you trust that you can't give yourself a good time, that you can't give yourself value. How can my words be like $1 million for this chick if I don't even believe my own words? If I don't even be able to get myself some happiness? And you see here, that is why week 1 is so crucial. That is why in week 1 we talked about cold showers. What do cold showers do? They empower you. I feel like I can't do it, but yet I fucking did it. Gave myself a little bit of courage here, right? I feel like shit, but I went to the gym, I started meditating, I started eating healthy, I got a little haircut, I got some smooth clothes. I feel better. And who did that for you? I didn't go to the fucking store for you. You went to the store, you signed up for the gym, you did sport, you moved your body, you got yourself under that cold shower and under the meditation. You can give yourself a good time. Indeed, it's possible. You just did it. You're in week 2 because you passed week 1. You've already been giving yourself a good time. And the more you do that, the more you understand deep down inside that, hey, if I can give myself a good time, I can rip myself out of apathy, I can make myself feel good, of course I can make somebody else feel good too. So the imposter syndrome can be changed, can be fixed by 2 fronts, all right? The one front is the frames, reprogramming your own brain the way you want it to be. And number 2, proving yourself that you can give yourself a good time, and then thus you will be convinced that you can give others a good time just as well. That is the imposter syndrome. That makes sense. Okay? No call to action here, just something that you needed to know. See you in the next video. Oh, in the next video we'll be talking about how to give value. Right? A little bit more technique stuff. Enjoy. Testy, was geht up? Week 2. How's it going? I hope you're doing super well. I'm certainly doing well. I'm here in Helsinki, hanging out at my girlfriend's place. Wonderful, beautiful girl, so inspiring, so sexy, so really amazing. The reason why I'm saying this, why does it matter for you, is because you're gonna get there. How sick is that? You're gonna get to that level where you can attract the high quality women, which is why you're in the program, right? That's what we're gonna do. So anyways, without any further ado, let's not rant here. let's get right into this. And this week number 2, we'll be speaking about approach habit building, gaining momentum, and we're gonna start your own personal setup game. How sick is that? Very sick is the answer, and I always have to check that I'm in focus. It looks pretty good that I'm in focus, and in this video right here, where we'll be talking about how approach habit building. So here's something that you need to know. Technique, great. Natural game, great. Knowing what to say, great. Knowing all the theory, being able to put it into practice, great. But all those concepts combined, maybe 40% of game, maximum. I would say more like 30, 35, something like that. The other 60 to 70% is momentum. Okay, one more time. The other 60 to 70% is momentum. You can take a fucking newbie who hasn't read any theory, who hasn't watched The Natural, and you just fucking make him approach every day for a week, he's gonna be really good. Make him approach every day for 2 weeks, he's gonna be really good. Make him approach every day for 2 months, holy fucking shit, this guy's gonna get late. There's no way around that. So, momentum, it's gigantic. I can't emphasize that. I can't emphasize that enough. Like, we'll be speaking about different kind of momentum later on, like when it's about the validation writing, which is when you're banging one girl on Monday and, you know, so far, good week, and then all of a sudden the chick you meet on Tuesday, you got super sick game, you can lean back and all that, and then you bang her too, and then, like, it's crazy. Like, I would say once you bang 3 chicks a week, you get closer to quote unquote perfect week all the time. It's insane. It's fucking amazing. Anyways, let me not say that first. Anyways, yeah. Prefrontal cortex, you guys remember that from week 1. This is why you're taking cold showers. This is why you're doing NoFap. This is why you're doing meditation. All these things are setting you up for the approaching. How cool is that? All these things that you've been doing in week 1 are setting you up and getting you ready for approaching. And now your prefrontal cortex is already strengthened, and now we're gonna just put all that force, that strength of the prefrontal cortex, and we're gonna focus it on what we want, which is pussy. Okay? It really is that easy. So the prefrontal cortex gets trained, and it gets easier with momentum, right? And if you look at Newton's, what is it, first law or second law? Objects in motion want to stay in motion. And objects that are, that are not in motion, that are static, they want to remain static. So if you've been building this negative momentum before you got in week 1, before you got on board with this program, you've been building negative momentum. You've had huge momentum of not doing anything, of jerking off, of smoking weed, of not working on your dreams. But now, since week 1, you're already building the new momentum, the movement momentum, this upward spiral, right? And that's why if you approach every day, it's gonna get easier every single day. Now, obviously, it still fluctuates. So it's not like day 1 epic, day 2 even more epic, day 3 even more. Or like, you're gonna have a little setback every now and then. People always think they think game like works like this, right? You start there and it just continuously gets better. But in reality, game happens more like this. It's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. But the overall tendency is up. Okay, you will feel maybe a little tired, maybe you'll have a little less of a good day on day 3, day 6, day 18, you know, you have a little dip, but overall if you keep hammering in, you're gonna go upwards, and that's really key. And that's why the prefrontal cortex will always be on your side, because it's just biology. You train it to approach, you're gonna be good, right? Which means your first call to action, write it down, is every time you leave the house, you're gonna approach. Okay? Every time you leave the house, you're gonna approach at least 1 set. Now let me clarify. That means, in the morning when you head to the gym, you don't just head to the gym and do your workout. You head to the gym and you chat somebody up. This could be outside of the parking lot. This could be chatting with the fucking person sitting at the reception of the gym. This could be sitting inside the gym. This could be the set on the way home. This could be your neighbor, the hot girl. Doesn't fucking matter. It's gotta be somebody. Every time you leave the house, it's Sunday, you gotta go to church, don't just sit, I mean, that's a bad example, just don't just sit there, fucking talk to people. You're gonna go to work, you're commuting, you're sitting in the tram, you're gonna talk to somebody. Now I get it. You're not necessarily living in Helsinki where there's beautiful blondies everywhere. You're not necessarily living in Ukraine where there's beautiful girls everywhere. I get it. Maybe there's not enough hot girls, right? I get it. But that doesn't keep you from approaching. Ask the old lady for the time. Tell the fucking dude who's walking his dog, oh, that's a nice dog. What breed is it? Chat with the fucking person, the clerk at the store. Chat with them. Don't just be like, I would like to have this, thank you. Oh, it counts, Max. No, don't lie to yourself. I don't give a shit. Don't lie to yourself. Chat a little bit. Thank you. This is the fucking lighter that I wanted to buy. How's it going? Long day today? Like, it's crazy how easy it is and how thankful people are when you're chatting a little bit privately. Just a tiny little bit. Get in the habit of doing that. Your prefrontal cortex will thank you. Your momentum will thank the shit out of you. And it's crazy how much good vibes you're just taking with you. So every time you go to the store, always ask like, I don't know, good day today? Lots of shit to do? Or like, oh, when's the shift gonna end? Like, people look forward to the shift. They know you very well when the fucking shift's gonna end. They know it per minute. Right? Long day today? Lots of people today? Oh, pretty calm outside today, huh? Not much to do for you. That's pretty cool. Do you guys get to do shit on your phone? Or you're not allowed? Don't worry, I won't tell your boss. Haha. Things like this, if you do this to a clerk, they're going to be so grateful because it gets them out of their everyday gray life. Right? We'll be talking more about the imposter syndrome in the next video, but things like that. And again, on the street, chat somebody. You can do a direct approach too. We'll be talking about this more later. You can do it in the next week. You can do a direct approach too if you feel like it. That's absolutely no problem. But you gotta get in the habit of waking up. Okay, like literally, it's waking the fuck up. For the everyday life situations, there's nothing better to pinpoint it down than waking the fuck up. Because here, what do we do? What do we do when we leave the house? Headphones on, hat down, sunglasses on, and we walk around like we try to maintain this bubble. Right? This weird ass fucking bubble that we have around ourselves. Try to maintain it at all costs. No! Wake up! Headphones out. Sunglasses off. Wake up! Here's how that looks like when you wake up. Here's how it looks like when you're not awake. You have your headphones in. You have your sunglasses on. You walk around like this. That's it. Here's how it looks like when you're awake. No headphones, no sunglasses. You walk around like this. You have your eyes on eye level. You're not looking down in front of someone. You're not looking to the side. You have it on eye level. That alone helps you wake up so much. Look people in the eye. Hold eye contact. Smile if they hold eye contact back. It's crazy how much validation you can get. How good it can feel just by somebody smiling at you. It doesn't even need to be a hot girl. It could be a fucking dude. It's amazing. And I really recommend you guys doing that. Okay, makes sense? Call to action number one, every single time when you leave the house, you gotta do at least one approach. Doesn't need to be a hot girl. I mean, ideally it's a hot girl, but yeah. Now, that's how is that gonna look like when in your little note file on your phone? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to Sunday, one approach during everyday time, everyday life, whatever the fuck you wanna call it. Let's call it everyday approach. Okay? Monday, everyday approach, check. Tuesday, everyday approach, check. Wednesday, everyday approach, check. This shit gotta be full. Not because I told you so, but because your brain, your prefrontal cortex, and your momentum will be very, very happy about that. Now, let's get to the weekend. Okay? Let's get to the weekend here. Upon going out, many guys do it the following way. They're like, today I'm gonna go do the pimping. And they're gonna like plan it all day, and then you know they get ready and they feel good. They're putting on their shirts, you know, they're in shirts that we've been talking about, and the pants and the boots, and they're like, it's time to go out. And you know, they may be going public transport. They may walk over to the public fucking parking lot, and they drive to the venue, and they go to the venue, and they haven't talked to anybody. They just kind of say hi to the door guy, kind of say hi to the girl behind the coat check, and then they get at the bar and they're like, it's not time to approach yet. Just let me get a water first. So they get a water, so let me get a little bit of feeling for the venue first. So they walk around a bit. Oh, now I gotta go pee. Just gotta go take a piss. I gotta go to the venue, and boom, you're in the venue for like 30 fucking minutes. You haven't done shit. Here's what you gotta do. Every single time you go out, tell yourself the following thing. The night starts in front of my door. For people who have a roommate, the night starts when you exit your room. Hey roommate, I'm going to party. You know, do you want to join? No, okay, how's it going, man? You having a good time? Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow, man. Fist bump. Yo, if I bring home 2 gay guys and 5 Instagram models, you know, just jump on the gay guys, okay? Haha, thanks, bro. GG, see you later. Then you exit the house. The fucking landlady carrying out the garbage. Hey, hello there, landlady. It's a nice evening tonight, huh? Friday night, you're gonna go party? She's like some 80-year-old old woman, like, oh, you're gonna go party? What? Why not? You know? I thought you're a party girl. You know how fucking amazing that would sound to the old lady? She would love you for that. In the tram. Hey, you guys are gonna go out today? What's good today? Am I missing some secret party? Because I'm a nerd, I'm not invited to that shit. It's Dungeons and Dragons, I don't know. Exit the fucking car. Exit the public transport. As you walk up to the club, greet people in line. How's it going, guys? What are you celebrating today? Say hi to the bouncer. We'll be talking more about this later on in the setup game. Let me just write it down so I don't forget. The bouncer is your best friend. If you're nice to him, you're gonna get it for free. After 3, 4, 5 times you're going there. It's crazy. More about that later. Say hi to the coat check girl. Say hi to the fucking bar guy. Walk in, give a bunch of fist bumps, high five, stuff like that. Now you have fucking momentum. You've been going out already because during the week you've been somewhere, you know, you chatted up somewhere at the street or at the store. Now you're going out. It's just this continuous momentum. And what you will feel is it will give you energy more and more and more. And it feels really fucking amazing. Okay. That means when you're going to go out Friday and Saturday, this is your call to action. Okay. So we have Monday through Sunday. We have the everyday approach. Was it everyday approach? I think it was everyday approach. And then Friday and Saturday, I want you to write down in your little note file, the night starts outside my door. Check. Which means if you check this, you've approached people already before you even entered the club or the venue. Alright? Friday and Saturday, they need to have these 2 call to actions. Alright? Makes sense? Now, in the next video, I'll be talking about the wave of validation. It's going to be very sick. But for now, write these 2 call to actions down. I'll see you in the next video. GG. Alright guys, so here's the thing. This video is called Enjoying the Rite of Validation. Okay? And the thing is, it's powerful. It's powerful and epic and kind of funny that it exists. Have you ever had that where you go to a club and, I mean, you don't have to have had that, but just imagine you make out with a girl, just a random girl, not even that hot, and you do that right at the beginning of the night, like 10, 11. You're like, oh, right, that feels kind of good. So you walk up to the next girl, and because you kind of feel like, oh, I've already done something cool, right? You're like, oh, let's make out with this chick too. I mean, I just did a fuck, and now you make out with the second chick, and now you make out with the third chick. It's insane. Like, it's real, like, getting one makeout feels like it's 100 out of 100 work, right? Getting a second makeout is not 100 on top of that, it's 50 on top of that. Getting a third one is 25 on top of that. Getting a fourth one is like 12.5. And once, like, it's crazy. You can write that wave of validation, it's insane. Now, couple things. Number 1, the reason why that happens is because it takes the pressure off you. And obviously, you can do a lot of other things like meditation, being a happy person, everything that we've done in the week 1 already, which is basically like getting yourself a cool life and all these things. All these things set you up. It's the macro behind all these things, right? It will make you it will make things easier for you to become successful because you're already happy, you're already fulfilled. But on a micro level, you can take these tiny little successes and you can feed them. You can feed them into your momentum, and then you ride the wave of validation, right? How cool is that? Now, the second thing that I have to talk about here is sometimes that rite of validation can be so much that you go home, that you're like, I already got a makeout, I already got a number. That happened to me. I got a number and I'm like, I'm going home now. That's a problem. And how you can fix that is very easy, by simply coming up with the right mindset. The right mindset is the following. You might know the sentence from The Natural. My life is already awesome. This night is already epic, but I want to see where this can go. Again, my life is already awesome. This night is already epic. But I want to see where this can go. This tiny little phrase at the end, this addition. But I want to see where this can go. This is the mindset that helps you to keep pushing forward. Shit, I made out already. Like, holy fuck, I just banged the chick in the bathroom. You know, my quote-unquote job here is done. And it is. But I want to see where this can go. I want to see if I can maybe pull a second chick. And that's where the really epic shit happens. The really epic shit. It's insane. Doesn't mean you gotta fucking drag yourself down if you haven't made out with a girl or anything. It doesn't mean anything. If you have a bad night, you have a bad night. You can still get yourself out of that. No problem. But if it happens, enjoy that validation. Take it with you. Say shit is awesome, but say also, I want to see where things can go, right? And that's the riding the awesome wave of validation. Now, a quick story here to undermine that argument is I've had that with the Max Hot Seat. I'm not sure if you guys know the Max Hot Seat. It's the 11 hours of infield footage, broken down infield footage that is in the natural. It used to be a live program actually, and I think it took me about a year to film the first draft of the natural. And it was good. I had a back-wheeling hand job in that. You can see that in the natural. I had several pulls in there. You can see that in the natural. Tons of good stuff. It was really good. And I'm like, this is epic. I'm done. I got a whole program now. I can travel the world with this and I can teach it. But at the same time, I said, you know what, bud? Let me see where this can go. Let me see what happens if I keep filming every night. And all of a sudden, all the sick footage I got, it was all the footage that I got after the original first draft of the hot seat, because all the pressure was off for me. It was so hard to get the first couple pulls on camera, because you're like, I need it on camera, I need it for my brand, I need it for YouTube videos, I need it for a program. And all of a sudden I had it, I'm like, I'm done. I don't need anything from this world. Let's just fucking kill it. Let's see how far we can push it. And in came the epic footage, in came the silent pull, in came the Latina pull, in came the full night with RSD, full night with RSD2. All these epic things that you can now see in the natural, they all came afterwards. Because I allowed myself to ride the wave of validation. And the thing is, I can't even talk about this topic. You've never seen me talk about riding the wave of validation anywhere in my free content or on YouTube or anywhere. Because I can't say that. Because there's, like, look, you guys are my mentoring elite. It's a very, very, a small, compact, very epic, hard-working group. So I know you guys are using your brain. You guys paid a lot of money. If I give this shit for free content, people are like, but what about Eckhart Tolle? What about being present in the moment? What about being free from outcome? All these things are perfect. And 100% you need to work on these if you don't have cultivated yet. But if something epic happens, even if it's something small, like I mentioned earlier, you're holding eye contact with a cute girl, or you had a quick, nice little approach, allow it to feed you, allow it to boost you. Like, yeah, it's probably ego. Allow the ego to put a little bit of work in for you. You could use that help. And again, I can't say that on a free YouTube videos because people won't understand. They're like, I thought RSD is contradicting each other. Again, you guys get the subtle differences. Be free from outcome. Be happy. Anything that we talked about in week 1, of course. We'll keep talking about these kind of topics. But also allow yourself to ride the wave of validation. That wave of validation carries momentum. It's like a boat on the wave. It's carrying the momentum with it. And it's just going to get better and better and better and better and better. I know that because while I'm in Kiev, I go on dates every day. I think out of the last 8 days, I had 7 dates or 6, something like that. Every time with a different girl, closing those girls, pulling them, it just felt so amazing. And after I fucked the first girl, the second one just right the next day, it was so easy. And then the next one, and then the next one, and all these dates are just so chill because I'm like, oh, I'm doing epic shit already. But you know what? Let me see if I can pull this chick again. Like, let me see if I can pull again. This time, this chick. Like, how sick would that be? You know? Fucking epic. Okay, so make sense? As I'm trying to clean my fucking glasses with an apparently very dirty shirt. There's no call to action here at the end here, but bear that in mind, okay? Allow yourself to ride the wave of validation. I'll see you in the next video, because there we will be talking about the imposter syndrome. GG.